So here is a babirusa from the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia. And look at that dude over there. It's like a hairless warthog. Why do all the animals turn and just show me their butts? Every zoo. They walk towards me, I bring up the camera. Hey, here's my butt. Every single one of them.
Hello, everybody. So we're going to answer that question. Why do animals show Dave Kaufman their butts? Well, they really do it to everybody. It's a fascinating thing. And I actually learned this from my Peter Bandit skinks. The cutest little damn things ever. I did a video where I actually live streamed the introduction of these skinks to each other. So you can watch that in real time as I was doing it. It's on my channel. But they are actually turning their backs. Okay. So I don't know how many of you know what slow blinking is. When you're dealing with stray cats, you learn it from that. And it's, slow blink. Yeah. Slowly blink and put your eyes open. I do this with the skinks. When I had emerald tree skinks, you would see their and they would just and you would do the slow blink and they would and be breathing fine. What it tells them, because a predator, it's one reason why we might be scared of snakes, is because a predator just stares at you. Little uncomfortable, but that's what a predator is going to do. It's got to focus on you. So if you're telling it, oh, well, I'm not scared of you, and I'm not scared, I'm not going to eat you. I'm not your predator, and I'm not scared of you. So we're fine. Turning their backs mean the exact same thing. I mean, most animals just turn their backs because they really don't care. They're not scared of you. They're not out to get you. They're not out for you to get them. If they sit there and stare at you, that's a different thing. And it's really fascinating. I've actually been to the zoo here in St. Louis and actually do this. There was like a animal that I actually... So I did it originally with this animal. Now, when I would take my dragons out, I would take them to the lake. And I spent 5 minutes doing this with a geese. He would do this, and I would do this, and he would do this, and I would do this. And I had no idea what we're saying. But that animal that I just showed you, he would turn his back, move away, and then come back at me and stare at me, but he would only walk to the gravel part of the enclosure. He wouldn't go any further. And so I would repeat it to him. Like I would actually turn my back and walk away and then come back. And he would do it again. It was really fascinating. I mean, it is actually a sign that you're telling them that you're not scared of them. But for an animal, it literally does mean nothing. But it's really neat because I watched my skinks do this. The skinks, the Peter Bandit skinks, Carrie, when he was alive, I introduced him to Snoot. I do not have a video of this. I should have. They stared at each other. The moment Carrie decided Snoot was not a problem, he turned his back on Snoot and went on to go do something else. And Snoot immediately ran to the edge of the tank because I had clear glass between them. And so he ran as close as he could get and he started licking the air. But before that, they just stared down. But I've also done this where Broken, I believe it was Broken. I put him down in front of the Savannah monitor tank. And the moment he turned his back on them, Love darted out and started licking the air as close, and then realized I was there and started backing up. So this is a communication between animals saying that I am not scared of you and I'm not your predator. I'm not here to eat you. So I don't know. I was very curious to see what Love was really wanting to do, but I wouldn't allow them to be close. There was glass between them. It's really fascinating when you do that. But here's me at the zoo doing it with a giraffe and a gray monitor.
So I got the attention of this giraffe. Let's watch him eat grass. That's so cool. And the giraffe does know I'm here. That's so cool watching him eat. I don't think it's an adult, but that's really neat. Yep. And so then what we do is we go and turn around and look. See? We do a slow blink.
Yeah, he took note of me. It was really cool because a lot of the animals in the zoo, they don't take note. I've actually learned this from, and I did this multiple times. So by taking my dragons to Bass Pro and Cabela's, we realized that the fish and the humans are pretty much the most boring species on the planet. And these animals don't really care about us. Pitch the bitch has become super indifferent to people. But if there's a massive fish, she's just like, oh, look at that fish. Just staring at it and just like, oh, I want to go look at it. I want to go see it. It's so cool. It's so big. And the fish have actually taken double takes of them. But there's massive amounts of humans just standing around because we're that boring. So for that giraffe to actually take note is actually interesting because we're so boring. Why? So now it's like that. And then it goes back to eating. It doesn't care. It just, oh, it's just a human. Nothing important. Nobody of any importance.
And so then what we do is we go and turn around and look. See? We do a slow blink. This giraffe definitely knows we're there. See? I'm the only one here. And so when I do a spin around, that giraffe does note. It's really interesting.
See how fast that giraffe took note and then just stopped caring? Because I'm not a threat. I just told it I wasn't a threat. So I did something that got its attention, and that's hard to do for animals that see people all the time. Like, why would I care about you? So this is something to try if you're in a zoo. So Dave Kaufman, when you see this, turn your butt to them, see what they do. And the fact that you could get an attention of this animal, but yet they quickly move away from it because they just don't care because you're not a threat. It's pretty fascinating. Now here's
So this is a gray monitor, and I got his attention because I do the slow blink and then look back at him, make sure that he's looking at me. He's not scared of me. He's actually probably pretty bored. My hands. So we can see that he's kind of following my hand, kind of. He took note of me, definitely. He's still watching me. Yeah, he knows some. I wonder if he thinks I'm going to feed him. But I wish he'd be flicking his tongue more, but since he probably doesn't interact with people that often, it's probably pretty rare for anybody to even look at him. So you can see there, wow, look, he's flicking his tongue. He is not scared of me. Yeah. He's taking note of other people and me. And just, now he can't see me. Oh, now he can. Oh, look, no, I know you're there. I hear you talking. What are you doing? What do you want from me? This is how we get the attention of these animals. This is how we do. Yeah, look at him now, flicking his tongue. He's not scared. He's like, I don't think you're gonna hurt me. He's like, oh. Now he's probably looking at something to do or something to eat. It's really fascinating. But he keeps wanting, oh yeah, he's curious. Wonder if he'll come down here. Wonder where he's gonna go, what he's gonna do. This is so cool. I find this so interesting. And it's just doing little things like he's trying to get on the rock. Oh, he found a nice hot spot. Now we do no, he stopped carrying. Great. Bye, buddy. Bye.
So they still like massively bored in these enclosures. So having anything, even for a few minutes, to entertain them that way. I've seen Jamaica iguanas I've done this to that are depressed. You can tell. I don't know about that gray monitor, but you could tell that I got his attention, but it took longer and maybe not as, visual as the giraffe, but it was still there. And so it's really fascinating when you start learning these languages that they have. And it literally means I do not care about you, because they don't. They're not actually even trying to communicate with you that they are not trying, that they don't care about you. They just literally don't care, and that's the body language of I don't care. But that also can be used to actually give comfort to the animals themselves. It's really fascinating. So I'm going to leave you with Dave Kaufman here.
Lizard. And it's pooping. It's a pooping wild lizard. And I got it all on action-packed footage, and then he wipes his butt. That rules.
That was so freaking cute.
Oh, dude, I salute you.